right, and you just do your thing.
Yeah.
I can edit that. So
Yeah, of course. We have double layers.
Yeah, this time and we got it no matter what now.
Yeah. Hold on, did I put the record? Yes. Okay. Cool. Hi everyone. This is Evita Rampart from Get Sexy Fast TV, and today my guest is no one else but Tom Birkenmeier. Tom is an amazing example of how you can build your health and build your wealth two in one, and build your body and enjoy your life. All right, Tom. So tell us your story.
My story. Wow. Okay, as it relates to this discussion, I guess my story starts in August of 2007, or a few months before that. The girl I was dating at the time had invited me into a home business opportunity. The product dealt with health and fitness and wellness and healing and all that stuff. I said no. For 3 solid months, I said nope. Kind of too good to be true. Don't know if it's legit. Don't know if I can do it. I have no experience. Who listen? You know, all those things that I think is pretty common to experience when invited into a home business. But in that 3 months, the girl I was dating, she had lost 40 pounds from the product by increasing her health, not sacrificing her health. She was on asthma medications that she successfully came off of and hasn't had an attack since then, so that's pretty cool. And her confidence was going up, her self-esteem, her self-worth. She started teaching these classes that she had always wanted to teach, and just didn't have the confidence to do it before. And I remember her mother would stuff 20s into envelopes here and there, under secrecy, because she knew that Melanie just wasn't making it. So she was in a real bad spot physically and financially, and I saw all these things happen. And so after 3 months of saying no, I said, all right, it's really time for me now. So I said, sign me up. So I got enrolled, and I should mention that when I enrolled, I didn't use my own money because I had no job, no income. But it's like, man, something's got to change. I got to throw a wrench into this circular pattern that I've got of no time, no money, and all these. I had a lot of problems, believe me. So anyway, I used credit card debt. That's the only thing I had. But to this day, I've never missed a credit card payment. When I got started, I put my butt to work in my precious minutes of my spare time, because that's all I had. I had to really be faithful with the little things if I was going to have anything more. So I just made that decision. This seemed like the right opportunity, because after 3 months of saying no, seeing not just Melanie, but other people I was meeting that was doing it, and I felt like I was getting left behind. It's like, okay, this thing, something different about this. It seems real, because there's a lot of garbage out there, and I had to do it, and I couldn't really afford to say no anymore.
So how has your body changed?
My body changed from
yes,
this...
it's a health business, right?
Yeah, so the product deals with health and fitness. My body changed. I went from this 12-year-old beanpole of a boy to 90
Yeah, you were really skinny.
Yeah, I went from this 12-year-old beanpole of a boy to 90 days later, I went from scrawny to brawny, as they say. And, I put on just shy of 20 pounds.
Show us your arms.
Okay, when I first started, it was like I could do this around the thickest part of my bicep, so my arms started like that. And now, I'm half flexed.
And you need the help of a lady.
And now I need the help of a lady. And now it's like this. And I guess if I fully flex, it's like that. But so that and that's really the smallest difference. Granted, size-wise, it's a big difference to go from that to that. But it's my insides. I was winded going up a flight of steps. How pathetic is that? 30 years old, I couldn't run up a flight of steps without I gotta catch my breath and all these other things.
So you were tired?
I was, and my girlfriend at the time, she was lifting heavier weights than me. I struggled with 15 pounds getting it above my head, so I was very weak. The heart and lungs just going south. I was only 30 years old. A couple more years, I'm sure I would have been on medications for my blood pressure, and from there.
You weren't diagnosed with anything yet.
I was not diagnosed.
Nobody told you you're gonna die.
No, but I only had youth on my side. 30 years old. But I'm sure in a couple years it would start with high blood pressure meds and maybe cholesterol, and it just goes downhill from there.
So please don't think it's normal to be 30 years old and tired.
Yeah,
it's not normal.
Yeah, it might be.
Settle for that.
It might be common. Right? It's common.
It's common, but it's not really normal. Yeah.
And you don't have to live with it.
All right. So how is your energy level now? I mean, how old are you now?
I'm 37.
7 years later.
Yeah,
so do you feel like you have more energy?
I'll be 38 soon. I've got more energy, sustainable, sort of a calming energy. It's not jittery. I have a ton of mental clarity because it's a really cool, calming, sustainable kind of energy. And gosh, what else? A flight of steps would win me. 90 days later, or after the 90 days, I climbed up the Sears Tower, which is 103 flights of steps. Granted, I was winded 40-something steps up, or flights up, but, just the fact that I did it and I took no rest, I just climbed that thing 103 flights all the way to the top and enjoyed the view. But, and before this experience, I was winded after one flight of steps.
Wow. So what has it done to your self-esteem?
Self-esteem. Well,
yeah, like self-confidence.
You can't help but to start loathing yourself a little bit when you get to that spot when it's your own lifestyle choices of just being lazy and doing the wrong things. So what this has done for me, because I put in the work, I started making different decisions, my daily habits changed, I feel fantastic now. I know that I deserve it. I didn't get it out of a neediness. I'm not sure that's possible anyway. But anyway, I know I did the work, I deserve it, and it feels really good. It does.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So you build wealth as on your health. You're basically now making money on health, right? You're coaching people to do the same thing. You're coaching them to get fit, get healthy, and in the same time you're making money. How inspiring, right? We know there's a lot of institutions out there who are making money on disease, and there's a way to make money on health. How cool. Tell us about it.
Okay. Yeah, there's the thing I got into, it comes with an optional income opportunity, and because I had no job and no income, I felt, well, I should really take advantage of this after saying no for 3 months. So I got started on that. I got to work right away. You heard me say that I had to put it on credit card debt because I had no income. So that was how I got started. And believe me, people told me I was nuts for doing it. I should wait till I have a steady job and this and that. And I think they're absolutely crazy. This is the thing that led to me being free. But anyway, yes, this is tied to profiting.
You run this group, right? You have this group, 30 Days to Profit.
It's a
where you coach people to how to make money and how to create passive residual income?
Passive residual income, yes. Here's the thing. The thing that I love about this is that we're profiting from health instead of perpetuating disease or managing disease and all that. We're helping people support them in healing themselves. So I think the more millionaires we create, the closer we come to ending trends of obesity and chronic disease and chronic debt and chronic self-esteem problems, and that's a good thing. That's how we should be accumulating wealth, is like everything holistically, mind, body, spirit, and all those things, and that's what we're about. That's what I love about this so much.
So can you imagine that situation, that the more money you make, the more lives you're gonna change?
Yeah.
When the income, the blink that you see coming into your bank account is actually an indicator that someone out there is choosing health, choosing fitness, choosing bigger life for themselves. How cool is that?
It's pretty awesome. I like it a lot. And God knows, there's a lot of other companies that don't question their profits and they're hurting the planet and other people. And they're okay with that. And I'm not. I don't want to go down that road.
You have that, you have a blog, a website called Fire Your Boss.
Yes.
Okay, did you fire your boss or what is this? And like, what blows my mind is that everybody wants a job, nobody wants a boss.
That is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I never looked at it that way.
Everybody wants a job, nobody wants to work 9 to 5.
True. Yeah.
So what is Fire Your Boss all about?
Well, I bought this domain name fireyourboss.xyz. The .com is taken by somebody else, and that's a pretty cool website too. I checked it out. But I got fireyourboss.xyz, and that is all about whether you like your boss or you don't like your boss. Just the idea of having to work for money or live underneath the thumb of somebody that can tell you what to do by dangling your ability to pay your bills and put food on the table. I don't really think anybody wants to live a life like that, whether you like your job or not. Nobody wants to be actually dependent and needy for a paycheck from their job to fund their life, to pay their bills, and support their kids and their family. So it's kind of like, I guess fire your boss could be an ominous, mean guy. Your boss might be nice, I don't know. But the whole concept of a boss, I don't think people, who dreams
old
of that?
School,
nobody dreams
right?
of that. It's
I don't get it.
So even old school, I don't think anybody dreamed of it. But it's something that just relates to a lot of people.
Right.
That,
so your lifestyle gives you freedom.
Yeah.
Right. So as we are speaking, you flew over here. We've been talking about shooting this webisode here, and I've been asking you for an interview already for a while. So you flew over here like 2,000 miles,
yeah,
right?
About that.
And as we are talking, as you were flying on the airplane, your business is still working and brings you profit. passively as you're sleeping, as you are on vacation. Is that how it works?
That's how it works. Let me give you, if you're open for it, let me give you 2 things to research and become an expert in if you want to. Residual money and passive money. That's the thing that when you build that up enough and you get really good at that, that's your freedom. That's when you detach yourself from money. Money is no longer the priority. It's a beautiful thing, whether I'm working or if I'm sleeping or if I'm swimming or if I'm hanging out with Evita here, or if it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I'm detached from it. The money is going to pour in anyway. It's passive. And the residual part of it allowed me to build it faster than I could have without the residual part of it. So, and that's all about your liberation, your freedom. The givers out there, this is especially for you. If you want to give more, what's it like to think to yourself, I wish I could do more, but I've got a budget, I've only got this much money and all these other things.
Yeah, and I work 9 to 5, I cannot even give my time.
Your time, your resources, your money. When you develop a skill set for passive and residual money and then you do it and you become good at it, now suddenly you go from being limited to unlimited. The bucket is bottomless. There's no bottom to how much you can put to work, to contribute, to give back, and all these other things. If you want to have an impact on the planet and other people, then you cannot be as effective as you could have been if you don't get into passive and residual money.
Yeah. So what does your business allow you to do?
Whatever the heck I want, because it's passive. My time is not attached to money. It's totally detached. I work for free, so I can do whatever I want. And for me, what I like doing personally, I love to travel. I love to do cool things with cool people. I even opened up another business that is 100% funded for by this first business. It's a real estate investment firm that I opened. That business, I don't even take out any money from. It just completely goes back into itself 100%, which allows it to grow much faster and create much more impact. So basically, the impact that that business is creating is I've got all these beautiful homes, multifamily buildings, and one single family building so far that are rehabbed and gutted, and they're like brand new, clean, quality, geared for lower income families that can move in and they can still afford to put food on the table and pay their bills. Really inexpensive place to live, ton of value, and it all reinvests back into itself. I don't need to pull money out from it. I got this passive thing here that covers me, so I don't. And it's really funny because most people that want to start a business, whether it be a real estate thing or something else, it's like they want to do that first, come up with this huge sum of money that they don't have, and a bank will not give a loan out for because they're so risky. Most businesses fail. So the only thing they can do is put their house up and everything they own for collateral to get any kind of a loan to start their business.
Very risky, huh?
And they have to try to live off that money at the same time as reinvest in itself to make it work. Very risky, very scary. That's probably why most people don't do it, because who wants to possibly or probably more than likely lose everything in that deal. So what I did is the complete opposite. And this is really cool. Build this other business up first that requires the lowest risk investment possible. I mean, with an unlimited income potential of a passive kind of income. You build that up first. It could take
that you built as a health coach, right? You built this business on health.
That's what I did first.
Make money on health.
And I'm still doing that and will always do that. But I'm using that first business with a minimum, embarrassingly low investment, because that's like one of the hallmarks of this business model is like anybody can do it because it's so inexpensive. And then the income is unlimited. The potential income you can make is really unlimited. That just depends on how big you want to go. But you build that up first. It might take a couple of years, which is a speed of light compared to how most businesses don't turn a profit till 20, 30 years into it. But you can build this up, not only profit, but have it big enough to fund another business so that you don't have to put your house up for collateral. And it doesn't matter what the business is going to be. I just chose real estate. Or you don't have to do another business. You can just live off the residuals and
you can
do
be
whatever
at the
you want
Bahamas
with it.
and collect the paychecks.
Yeah, it's like whatever you want to do.
Or you can establish a retreat center.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
One of my friends, she started with zero, just like everyone else, a business rock bottom, and she was $500,000 in debt, and she got out of debt in like a couple years, and by her third year, she was averaging $23,000 a week, starting with zero. And she opened up a youth center for troubled teens to help them with their challenges and develop their own vision so that they can be really productive members of society, and probably some of them are going to go on to pay that forward and help other people too. So it's a really cool ripple effect, but that's what she chose to do with her money, and because it's passive and residual, it's bottomless, never ending. She doesn't have to think about a budget that she has and limited time and resources. It doesn't end. It's unending. It's cool stuff.
So, Tom, you coach people to get healthy, right? You coach people to get fit, and there are different workouts that they can sign up for, different programs. And tell us about some stories, how people get healthy.
Sure. Okay.
By choosing the right choosing good nutrition, whole nutrition.
That's right. It's a combination of getting really good sleep, having some good, healthy, nurturing relationships, putting good thoughts and seeds and words into your brain, as well as the physical activities, the working out, and the nutrition, what you put in your mouth. And that can seem a little bit complex, but what I really like about what we have to offer is that it does all that homework for you. So you might be doing some complex things, but it's like easy to think about because you just follow the plan. That's what I did. I didn't know anything about nutrition, or I didn't know anything about it. I just followed the plan, and I got infomercial style results, if you will, in 90 days.
Wow! And on your blog, you have about 800 stories of testimonials of people who got healthy.
About 1,000. I stopped adding to it at about 1,000, and I still collect them, and maybe I'll add more later. But it's just like a ridiculous number. Everything from weight loss by increasing health, not sacrificing health, big difference. Weight loss to energy to acne going away and clearing up the skin. Women wearing less makeup because they don't need to cover up anymore, and more deep healing kind of stuff, like people healing from fibro and people healing from Graves' disease and diabetes, and even childhood behavioral disorders. Kids getting going from, I have before and afters of kids' report cards from like a D to a B and an A. I mean, go figure. It's amazing.
And think about all the prevention, right? Prevention of different stuff that could potentially happen, heart attacks and cancers and so on, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. This is so inspiring. Cool. So what is your lifestyle? What does Tom Birkenmeyer do when he wakes up?
When I wake up,
I
thank God I'm alive. And then from there...
So you don't wake up with an alarm clock,
no.
Right? You don't have to like rush to work.
Firing my boss also included firing my alarm clock.
Yay! Cool.
But I find I like to
There's better things to do in the morning.
There is better things to do. And, instead of sleeping until noon, I find myself anyway that I'm actually pretty excited to get up because now it's on my terms. It's my vision, my dream. So, I'm up and I'm happy and it's natural, no alarm clock. But my day, okay, so first I'm just really grateful I'm alive. Gratitude, goes a lot. There's a lot of grace in that. And from there, I'll put an awesome whole food dense nutrition shake into my body. It's vegan, so I got the nutrition in my body. And I might do some personal development, put really great words, do a workout. So now I got all the chemical release from my brain, the good nutrition, and a really great mindset. And then
so you listen to some meditation or some coaching for yourself, to inspire yourself?
I don't listen to meditation
or visualization.
Much,
what do you use?
But I might read a few pages of a really good book, or
like
listen
an inspiring
to some audio.
book, yes, a personal development book.
Yeah, depending on what I'm.
What you're interested in. Yeah.
But in the realm of personal development, you're totally right. Do a workout, and so I've got things happening in my body, and my nutrition is taken care of, and so mind, body, spirit.
So you lay the foundation of the day.
Yeah, good way to put it.
Okay.
What she said.
And then what?
And it doesn't have to take a lot of time to do that, and
then you go to work.
And then if I'm going to do business stuff, I'll do business stuff, and my business stuff is basically in various creative ways, talking to new people, publishing new content. It could be pictures with words on them, or a blog, or I'll make a video.
You should see his traffic on social media. Amazing.
And,
impressive.
This is important. Like when somebody wants to do this with me, somebody wants to change their health and their wealth and all that stuff, it's like what I'm going to show you how to do at the end of the day is not so much fix yourself, but show you how to pull more of your authenticity out of you and into the world, because that's where you're going to organically attract abundance and create wealth and health and all those kinds of things. And because you get to be yourself, you're going to have more fun doing it. It's going to be more peaceful.
So people are inspired by the power of example, right? And when you share yourself out there, they follow you. When they feel that this is authentic, right, they follow you. because it
Totally.
comes from your heart. They see that your body shifted from disease to health, from obesity to fitness, right? Or, from problems to solutions, from poverty to wealth. And it's all becoming very, very attractive, very sexy, right?
Yeah, it is sexy. It's a lot of adjectives. Sexy is one of them. You
Cool.
can throw whatever adjectives you want at them.
Cool,
I
let's
think
get
so.
sexy fast. Poverty isn't sexy at all.
No, it isn't.
Right. Disease isn't either.
No, it isn't. Overcoming is sexy.
Right.
Being
And-
vulnerable and honest about where you're at, but also seeing the solution and being on that search for the solution is
Yeah.
really sexy. So
And being your authentic self.
yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Vibrant, healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
Being your vibrant self.
One of my missions is to destroy this myth out there that you somehow have to choose money or family or wealth or happiness, or that you have to sacrifice your personality to create some kind of weird idea of success. And I'm saying absolutely not. They're all intertwined. You can have it all.
Yes.
You really can. And there's people
You see,
living it.
let's talk about men and women for a while, yeah? I see that men are building wealth and in the same time they're destroying their health. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you see a lot of wealthy men out there who are growing belly, getting heart attacks, right?
I think there's even more that aren't building wealth that's getting a belly and getting the
Right.
symptoms of
So
a
what's
heart
going on
attack or a
here?
stroke.
What would you share with men?
All right.
If you would talk to your brother here and want to give him some tips, what would you say?
Okay, first of all, I want to preface this by saying I don't say any of this to offend or insult anybody. So you've got that. Probably made you more curious to hear what I'm going to
Right.
say.
If you after what
So-
he says, if you want to beat him up, please don't do it in our studio.
Or don't do it at all.
That's right. Take him outside the bar, please.
So I have noticed, and this is extremely lopsided, like all the entrepreneurs and all the ones that are doing really, really well, and even all the ones that want to take some intelligent risk, almost all of them are women. They're taken over. And I'm finding, and I talk to a lot of people, so I'm finding that guys, as a culture, men, not all of you, but most of you, have just gotten lazy and fat and apathetic, and your testosterone production goes down from the stuff you put in your mouth. And testosterone is the hormone that makes men more men, so men are becoming biologically less men, and the women are becoming growingly sicker and more impatient with it. And it's really unfortunate. So I think, and this isn't a men versus women thing, I think all of us, men, women, everybody should really focus more on lifting up other people, because that's going to make us feel better. It's going to make them feel better. We should take care of our health more. Men, if you're a man, you should not be doing things on a daily basis like the foods that you eat that's lowering the hormone that makes you men. You should be doing the opposite. I mean, am I right?
Yes.
That's like, it's a no-brainer to me.
This is why we want to, that's why I'm so passionate about empowering and awakening men to reclaim their health and their self-confidence, because we women are attracted to guys who are like Braveheart Yell, they just, they say enough, basically, right? Freedom.
Yes.
And unfortunately, so many men are out there stuck 9 to 5, slaving for some big boss to get a paycheck, right?
And biologically decreasing their manhood in the process.
Right.
I mean, that's a biological factor. Testosterone goes down from your chosen lifestyle choice, and that has a domino effect over everything. Maybe that's why there's almost no men anymore that want to step up and own their life and their wealth and be entrepreneurs. I'm not saying you have to be an entrepreneur, but just overall own your life and be intelligent risk takers and have energy and a passion for things, and all that kind of stuff, and lift other people up other than just yourself. Which really doesn't lift you up anyway.
And protect women and children.
Yeah, all those kinds of things. And
okay, so let's talk about women now.
Okay.
What kind of women are attractive? Because I see that a lot of times men are becoming nowadays, due to that lifestyle that a lot of people live, men are becoming less masculine. Women are becoming more masculine, right? Men are becoming feminine. Almost, and women are becoming aggressive, kind of feminine, aggressive, masculine, competitive, and so on. Is that attractive too?
I think there should be a But I can only answer for me personally.
Yeah, what kind of a woman do you find attractive?
For me
Now that
personally-
you built your body, you built your business and so on, who does Tom Birkenmeyer like?
Okay, no matter how I answer that, that could change.
Don't worry, you won't get beat up
No,
right
it's
now.
not that. I know me, and I know that can change. I could like have the ideal woman. I could describe it for you, and then I meet someone, and it totally blows that out of the water. It's like, okay,
Of
this
course.
person, wow. But I guess, gosh, from a fundamental standpoint, somebody who's passionate about something, and somebody who wants to enhance freedom and likes to lift other people up, somebody who would compliment me and I would compliment them, and we can just share experiences together. No codependency at all, no neediness for each other, but we'd have to be with each other because we want to be with each other, and we have the freedom to just love each other. And I think any kind of relationship, whether it's a romantic partner or otherwise, they should be enhancing your freedom and pulling good things out of you. And
Wow, so it's definitely something different than we've been taught or we've been watching our parents or relationships around, yes?
Yeah,
It requires
possibly.
like a conscious, creative redefinition of things.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes things need to be redefined or improved or evolved or however
So you
word it.
mentioned you meet somebody and you just go, wow. So what is that wow?
What is the wow?
What would you call that wow? Like the last time you saw a girl and you were like, wow.
I guess
Or
it's,
what?
I guess
Femininity, magic.
we'll just call it magic. Something that
Magic.
can't be measured or quantified. It's metaphysical, I guess. I don't know. It's just something that you feel.
Makes sense. So it's freaking magic, ladies and
Freaking
gentlemen.
magic,
Freaking
man.
magic. Thank you so
Energy
much.
emotes from you, and it's picked up by other people. I pick up people's energies, and
Right. And in general, we are, if healthy people are attracted to healthy people, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
It kind of works that way.
I think a really good self audit would be to look at what you're attracting, and that's probably the best way to figure out what it is that you're putting out there, is to look at whatever it is that you've been attracting. That's a good starting point, I think, and then you can start to change maybe what you're emoting and putting out there. And I think you're going to find that you've been, again, not to say this to offend anybody, but maybe you've been living the life of a lie. I know I've done it, so I'm not pointing fingers. But if you're not being yourself, this comes to pulling out more of your authenticity. If you're not living the life of a lie and you're pulling more of your authentic self out, odds are favorable you're going to start attracting the kind of people you enjoy being around. And it's, not to say it's 100%, but you're certainly going to be more effective at sorting bad people out without wasting too much energy, and really effective at drawing the right people in. Because if you're not pulling your authentic self out and living the life of a lie to varying degrees, you're going to attract people that were attracted to this person that you are not, this facade that you built up, and you're probably not
Yeah.
going to like the person you're going to
Yeah, I always say, don't be nice, be real.
be real. I never heard that before. Don't be nice, be real. Pretty cool.
Yeah, the society pushes us to be nice.
Unless
right?
you're a
Like,
jerk
good boy,
face.
good girl.
Unless you're a jerk face, and be a unicorn.
Yeah, be a unicorn. That's a great idea. Okay, so now this is the time to finish this webisode. Be a unicorn, everyone. Take care. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for flying 2,000 miles across. Thank you.
My pleasure. The freedom I can do this, it's a pretty big deal.
Right.
I'm covered.
Cool. We are blurry. Be a unicorn, everyone. We are just so funny.
Nice. All
Yeah,
right.
cool. I think it was good. It was punchy. It was more fast,
It
right?
was, and if you
Yes.
want to decide you want to use that,
Yes,
that's
totally.
wide
totally.
screen,
We
high
have
definition.
we have both, right?
Yeah.